some light at the end of the tunnel for at least one of two of our long-awaited LRT lines here in Toronto. Of course, we're talking about the Finch West line. It began construction in 2019, and it was supposed to open initially in 2021. Then we had the pandemic, and we also had some delays in delivery of the vehicles, so that timeline was pushed back several times. Then the last we heard, it was supposed to open last year, but that didn't happen either. So the good news is this line will begin a 30-day revenue demonstration test on Sunday, and this is technically the final round of testing before it will open to the public. But what is a revenue demonstration test? So during this time, trains will run just as they would if they were open to the public, every 5 minutes during peak time and every 7 to 10 minutes off peak between Finch West Station and Humber College. So that's end to end, except they'll do it without actual riders on board. Now the line needs to run problem-free like this for 3 weeks straight for the test to be considered successful. If it passes this stage, the next phase involves trial runs of the system so that operators can identify and fix any issues before the public is allowed to ride. So again, that month timeline that we talked about, that is extremely optimistic. Everything has to go exactly as it should for that timeline to be kept. Now, transit advocacy group TTC riders say they hope the process will be transparent and transit users will be kept up to date during this phase, but they're also asking for accountability for the ongoing delays with this project. Take a listen.
I think that it was supposed to open maybe last year or the year before, so it's not without issue, but it really is such a failure that a line that started construction 7 years after is opening sooner. And so once again, to Metrolinx, to the TTC, to the province, to the city, we want clear timelines. I would like TTC riders, transit riders, would like a public inquiry into what went wrong so that we can learn from those mistakes and not make them again.
So now there's no actual opening date just yet. The TTC says that that's up to Metrolinx. But at this point, the Finch West LRT is a little further along than the Eglinton Crosstown, which began 7 years before Finch West started construction. So now we spoke to some commuters here at Jane and Finch this morning, and we told them about the possible opening of the Finch West LRT. Take a listen to their thoughts on hopes that the line will become operational soon.
It's kind of crazy that this is going to run before the Eglinton LRT, that's all. But I mean, that's one less construction project in Toronto, so that's cool, I guess.
No, I don't think so. We have a lot of construction there. It cannot open now. No. Maybe 3 or 4 more.
So not the most optimistic commuters there, but when this line is up and running, it is expected to take about 34 minutes end to end to ride those 18 stops. I'll throw it back to you.